Greetings, Masandawana. We're back once again, and as the curtain comes down on the 2021-2022 season, we bring you the penultimate game of the season as we take on Stellenbosch on Saturday afternoon. Raps, how are you?
I'm not the one,
No, man, I'm good. I'm good, man. Looking forward to yet another game. Yeah, there's a great club, the greatest club in PSL era, in the words of the legendary 16 Vulavala, Dogish. Do you agree with what Doctor said? Did you sit well with a lot of people?
Hey, man, what's about Neti Ashawa and not everyone about the so get night duel another doctor. Nalabona, simple manga, fail like
I mean, how do you dispute that fact? I mean, we've won, I think, is it 12 trophies since the team that Doctor played for last won a trophy, man. So they can't stand on Tomo. It really is true, man. But yeah, this episode is not about that. This episode is all about game week 28, and like I said, we take on Stellies Saturday afternoon 3 o'clock at Tax Stadium. And Stellies, man, they've done better. They're currently doing better than they did last season. I mean, they currently fourth on the DSTV Premier League log. They've played 28 games. They've won 9. They've drawn 14. A lot of draws in the PSL, man. They've lost 5. They've scored 28 goals, conceded 23. Goal difference is 5. They are currently on 41 points, and their points per game, he averaged 1.46. Perhaps looking at Stellish, how would you rate their season and their current season? And do you see them becoming serious title contenders in the next few years? When you look at the fact that they are owned by Johan Rupert, the richest man in the country, and if he was to seriously invest in the team, do you see them, say 3 years from now, posing serious or some threats to Sundowns?
Look, I think this season so far they've done very well compared to their previous season. I think they're number 4, and they can still get a little bit higher because of last season they finished number 14, and they nearly went to play the playoffs, but they finished number 14. So I think there's a lot of improvement in this team. Coming to your question, whether they can challenge in the next 3 years, I think it is possible, but obviously the owner has to invest in the team, and they have to keep their key players. Do not sell their key players to the teams that they compete with. I think they should start by keeping their best players and look to reinforce their squad.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I think right now they are, if I was to use an example here, EPL, leveling would I be right in saying more Wolves in terms of how they're competing, but they obviously have someone who can invest in this team. He is investing, to be honest, but he's not investing the way our owner invests in our team. Our owner, he goes all out. We want Rapelang Kagisomtong, we sign Rapelang Kagisomtong. We want Neo Molefe, we sign Neo Molefe. So Bona, I think there's Sundowns, and then there's the 2 teams from Soweto, and then there's the team in Atlas. And I think by leveling, the team Atlas. So yeah, I mean, you look at their squad for the current season. It's a really good squad, to be honest. It's a squad that should be in the top 8. It's a squad that can challenge for the trophies. It's in Toabo. It's in PSL. We're not playing at Loftus Rapelang. We're playing at the Tax Stadium. These guys are used to playing at a compact stadium, at the Denny Craven Stadium. Do you think this might be an advantage in a way to them, or you think it's Sundowns will beat you wherever you play, whether you play the pitch that you used to, whether you play at an artificial pitch, and Sundowns hardly plays at an artificial pitch. If they play you there, they will beat you.
I think somehow it might be an advantage for them because of they are used playing in a small pitch. And the one thing I would say is that playing in one pitch in a smaller pitch against Mamelodi Sundowns is that you can make the space very tight and don't offer them much space to hurt you. So I think that's what they'll be looking to do, to shut down those spaces and to make their own half to be congested so that we don't easily penetrate them and get behind their defense and hit them. So I think they will want to have enough numbers in the middle field and don't give us enough space in in their own half where Tembazwane, Bo Serino and Galani likes to play.
Yeah, I think the pitch, tax is immaculate. By the size of the pitch, for a team like Sundowns, I feel like we yes, I know it's a beyond our control of Redalamo this coming weekend, but yeah, I think we'll still beat them, but in a bigger and wider pitch. I think it will make our job much easier. Yeah, Rabs, this season, man, this season we have had a serious problem with injuries. We yeah, no, Tloko Mole Sepetlele, you look at when the team announced the lineup on Twitter, and then after that they post the injury list. The injury list is as long as the squad list, man. Is it worrying to you? Because to me, it's really worrying, and uh, I've seen this happen in the last 2 seasons or so. Do you think the fact that in the past, Rapelang, in the last few seasons, before the recent two, we would start slow in the league, Obo, but finish on a high, like finish at the top level? Do you think the fact that in the last 2 seasons we've started high and we're finishing into that, the fact that we start high affects us in terms of fitness of the player, hence so many injuries? Because or before I forget, if we had played the Champions League semi-final last week, we would have played the Champions League semi-final without the centre back on our subs bench, which is really worrying for me.
Yeah, no, I think that might be the case, but this thing of losing players due to the injuries is very worrying. And one would say we are lucky that we are losing our defenders when we have already won the league. I think if the other teams were still competing and we have not yet won the league, I think it was going to be a huge problem for us because of look at the game that we played against Kaizer Chiefs. I think we had to move Divine Lunga out of his position to play as a left center back.
Yeah, man. And when you went down, I panicked because I guess I'd say about So yeah, hopefully next season it will be better. The thing is with muscle injuries, the number of muscle injuries that we get worries me. I do not have a problem with what do you call this, impact injuries. It can happen to anyone. I mean, Bakao Raya on your shin and you out, or your ankle, or you twist your ankle. That it's but these when it's muscle injuries, then I begin to worry, man. Perhaps Stelly's weaknesses, strengths. How can we beat them?
I will start with their weaknesses. One thing that I've picked up from the Stellenbosch team is that when they anticipate a cross from the opposition, their defense gets too close to the goalkeeper and they leave a huge space on the edge of the box. So I think against Mamelodi Sundowns, we should have two players challenging for the ball, going towards their goalkeeper, and we should have another maybe two or one players back pedaling back so that they can stay on the edge of the box and maybe have a cut back. So I think that's how we can capitalize from that weakness of them. And also, when the team,
Rapelang, what are you saying? I can't understand it. You're saying they go deep, ne? For the set piece, ne? The defense, ne?
not set pieces.
For cross, ne? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're saying for second ball, you want someone on the edge of the box, right? Ne?
Not for the second ball, for the cutbacks.
So you're saying when we cross and then they head it to the sides, you want someone who can pull it back in for into the box. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying when they anticipate a cross, their defense gets too close to the goalkeeper.
So instead of crossing, pull it back.
Back,
okay. Okay. No, I get you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get you.
And also, when the opponents attack them central, their defense, they get too close to the offensive players, and when you escape or you make a turn, you lose the opponent, it becomes very difficult for the defender to recover, and their strength will always be the pace up front and the danger of Judas Musiamedi. I think this season Musiamedi doesn't only stay inside the box, he moves outside the box and create spaces behind for the pacey players. It can be Van Rooyen or it can be a Dupree. And also one thing that I've picked up is that they move the ball very fast. They are quick. They don't delay. Once they see a player making a run, they try to release the ball as quick as possible. And also Musiamedi, one thing that I've picked up from him is that when he's dropping too deep, he knows what to do in terms of holding the ball, and he can make that pass that can create a goal scoring opportunity for the team.
Okay. And now what I expect from this game. In the first round when we played them, I saw something, and it's funny. I was watching the highlights of that game after I'd watched Liverpool's assistant coach Pep Linders as something on YouTube, where he said Liverpool don't press in J, to Bobe and press, they press to win the ball. And I saw that with Stellis watching our highlights from the first round. They pressed us to win the ball. They pressed us in their final third, and they created a few chances in that match. So I think what helped them is that, one, the size of the pitch made it easy for them to press like that. And I think because it worked well in the first half, they might go back to that again on Saturday in terms of pressing us very high in their final third. And then Steve Barker said something after that very match. He said their plan was to play on transition, to use the pace at Dupree when our fullbacks go up, because sometimes fullbacks they bomb forward. So I think they will again do that. And with the thing that Dupree is smart, the one thing that I think he should work on, he's finishing, but he can tell he's going to be some player in is that when he sees there is no room more central, he shifts to the side, and then as he shifts to the side, because there's the full back Sundowns is not there, the right back is not there, it now forces the right center back to drift to the side there now. In the game that we played against them the season before last, I think we beat them 2-1, where they scored a late goal there. I think it was one of Nto's very first games Ke mang mfana wa center back wa rona? Yeah?
Modiba.
No, the center back. Rushin.
Oh, yeah.
Dupree stayed ka mo right in haholo ne a hula ntho Rushin. So I think, and once you do that, you open a hole more hard. So if you have someone like Judas, he can take advantage of that space. So I think that's how they played again, because of once again, we're playing in a very compact pitch. So I think he will be more to the right and try and have the right center back close to him, and then open a gap more hard. And the other thing that I picked up, Gabon, is that they give away way too many free kicks in danger zones. It's absurd the amount of free kicks that they give away, where you can take a direct shot. And you look at us, you have someone like Mundiba, who is in great form right now. I think if we can try and force them into those mistakes, we can take advantage of the set pieces. I've gone for a double pivot. Yeah, Blesser le Tabes. Obviously, Blesser, he'll fetch and carry the ball forward. But you need to have someone who will be disciplined, because our full backs bomb forward, leaving the two center backs. So you need Tabes to be very disciplined to make sure when the right back is gone, in our attacker, he drifts into that position. If the left back is gone, our attacker on our left, he wabo. So yeah. And then the other thing, Gabona, is that when when they're under pressure, they do not know how to manage or handle pressure, because they fall deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. They end up, but defender with their backline literally inside their box, unable to move, to push up. Because a smart team, Harry under pressure, you try to only win a ball for maybe a few minutes. Let's not give away possession, because without possession they can't hurt us. But no, they give it away and then they retreat. So what do you do against such a team in a very small pitch? You move the ball quick. I need Sundowns to move ball quick. We should progress the ball from the middle field to the forward lines very quick, because once you move, you move it in a very slow pace, like Sundowns normally do. You give them ample time to have numbers and shut down into the passing lanes. And they play a 3-5-2. So how about different like about 5, and then there's forwards, they add more middle fielding, so they don't give you space, they don't offer you into the passing lanes. But once you move the ball quick, le bona wa ba tlosa di positioning tsa bona tsa ntho tsa comfort. Before I ask for your lineup, would you, because after this game we have one more game left, and then there's that cup final, this is what I would do. Excuse me. I would give Majita Nanza again a chance in this match, and then go into the Royal AM match, the team that I have in mind to play that cup final. Would you do the same, or you think, no, let's go with our strongest 11?
Now I'll go with our strongest 11, because of I think the fixture projection actually maybe the cap. So I think no, we play only during a weekend. As in China, we play weekend and we play midweek and we are playing weekend. So now I'll field the strongest lineup.
What's your strongest lineup?
I'll start Riyadh. I'll keep Mudiba, and I'd have Divine Lungu with Musalibusa and right back. I'd have Mudau. I wanted to start Tapelo, but I'd have Mudau, and I'll play a 6 of AJ and Blesser. Then my front four will be Galani, Tembazwane, Serino, and Peter Shalulile.
Yeah, no, you're going strong, eh? You're going strong. Now I would make a lot of changes. Make a lot of changes, and like I said, I'll play the guys who are playing finally next week. I'd give Goss a chance. He hasn't played a lot in a while. Give Goss a chance. I'd play Tapelo at right back. I'd have uh, I'd have Libusa, Divine, and then Mudiba. And then I'd have double pivot, Dave Zalil and Tony Blesser. Blesser should start every game until the end of the season and pre-season and the start of the next season. That's how it should be. Blesser should always be on the lineup. Yes, Sundowns. My front four would be Lesedi, Neo, Shalulile, and Ralani. It's obvious why I'm starting Shalulile, even though I've made a couple of changes. Score prediction?
I think we'll win 3-1.
I think we'll win 3-1 as well. Makora?
I want a hat trick from Shalulile, but I'm about Stellenbosch about Shalulile. But number 5, Hawaii won't already Hawaii won't CAF Champions League because of the I guess reaching the points as a Royal EM. So later ba go dlala CAF e le amvela ena o thusi mpe ba fe Shalule at least a hat trick. Maybe
professionalism. This is not a Serie A in Napoli, Juventus. No, professionalism. We don't sell games here.
So 3-1 and Shalule will score a hat trick.
3-1 and I'm praying Shalule scores a hat trick. Yeah. Masandawana, that's I almost said the last episode, the penultimate episode of this season's DSTV Premier League. We still have 2 more episodes to go before the end of the season. And good luck to the boys on Saturday. And more so to Peter Shadulile. Please, man, get that hat trick. And you will see us next week, Friday, again, when we preview the last game of the season as we take on the Chile boys. Sharp, Ndugish.
Oh, Chile boys. Not
the Chili boys. The Kanakin.
The Spice Boys.
The Spice Boys, man. Yes, the Spice Boys. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, Scomo's gonna eat me alive on the timeline. Eh? Yeah. Sharp, Masandon. Sharp, Durish.
Hola.